Man, come on in, family. Come on in. Come on in. I knew it's a surprise. I hadn't planned on making this live. Nobody knew I was gonna make this live, but man, under the circumstances, I felt it necessary to have this real heart to heart with you guys. Let me give you guys a minute to come on in before we get started. Man, family, on behalf of my mother-in-law, and bless each and every one of you that come on this live. For those of you that come on and catch it later on the live, on the replay on YouTube, man, I bless you as well. Family, I made a video yesterday morning talking about, um, man, it's taking me right now. Stress, stressed. Is stress killing you? I made that video yesterday morning and released it at midnight last night. And if you follow my channel at all, especially if you've been here for a while, I've made a lot of videos talking about stress. And it's true because while I was at the gym yesterday, I got some information about a young man who apparently had taken his life. A young man he goes by the name of Twitch or Switch, I believe it is. I can't remember like off the top of my head. I believe it's Twitch. And started looking into it, and it's like I've never heard of the guy before. What's up with you? I don't even know how to pronounce that. 91D Gross. Um, Man, yeah, I didn't really just getting started, brother. Um, Family. I was talking about if you look, I'm on one right now. Stay with me. I'm nervous. Pray for me. Pray for me. I feel led to do this. Um, Talking about the silent wars, the invisible wars, and the silent battles. The invisible wars and the silent battles. And it's a trip because you look at this young man that what's up with you, man, Dennis? This young man that took his life yesterday, and apparently he worked for Ellen DeGeneres on her show. Is the DJ for her show, I believe. Um, Married, 3 kids, and as I was looking into it, man, he just celebrated his 9th anniversary this past week. You know what I mean? Um, he just celebrated, him and his wife just celebrated their 9th anniversary this past weekend, you know. And it's like, man, what could somebody be going through? What could he be dealing with? What was he dealing with? And we'll never know. We'll never know the pains that he was carrying. We'll never know the silent battles that he was going through. We'll never know the invisible wars that was taking place with him on a daily basis. And my heart is heavy because we always hear about these people, these prominent people, these quote unquote successful people that commit suicide. We never really hear or pay too much attention to the average person, the common man. You know what I mean? The common person who's out on the streets just going to work on a daily basis and just grinding, trying to make things happen. Just grinding, trying to make ends meet financially. Just trying to make it through the day. You know what I mean? They're single parent, they're in an abusive relationship, or whatever the case may be. They're on a toxic job. So you have all these people just stressed the heck out. You have all these people up under so much pressure, and we don't even understand the amount of pressure that people are dealing with. And that the truth to be told, the great majority of us have silent battles. The great majority of us have invisible wars that nobody know about. We can't say anything to anybody because if we tell somebody that we have these thoughts, if we tell somebody that we're having these battles, man, they're going to think we're crazy. They're going to think we're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You know what I mean? They're going to think we're weak and we're sorry and all this other stupid stuff. because we can't talk about our and be transparent about our real issues. We've become so toxic in our country and in the world that I can't even open up a heart-to-heart conversation with somebody else and be transparent with them without the fear of repercussions of them judging me and blasting me and them thinking that I'm weak and I'm sorry and I'm all this other stupid stuff. So many of us are in toxic situations. So many, and it's a trip because those people that don't have a lot of money, those people that think, man, money will take care of all my issues. Man, if I just have more money, man, you have so many people with money that's committing suicide. You have so many people with great jobs, great connections, and they're committing suicide. So many single people say, man, if I just had a queen, if I just had a good man, if I just had all this other, this guy had a wife. They just celebrated their 9th anniversary just this past weekend. And now he's gone. He had a queen. And he's gone. So many people have what you think you need, and they're still committing suicide. So many people have the money that you wish you had. So many people have the jobs you wish you had. So many people have the people in their lives that you wish you had, and they're still taking their lives. They're still saying, man, it ain't about the woman. It ain't about my wife. It ain't about having a queen. It ain't about having a good job. It ain't about being connected to prominent people and wealthy in the to do. You know, it ain't about that connection because I'm still taking my life. So what is it about us that, man, we can't be transparent with each other? What is it about us that we can't open up and just be real with each other? What is it about us that makes us so terrified of allowing people to see our pain? And that's one of the reasons why I have this platform and I'm as transparent as I am. And I talk about my issues and I talk about the stuff that I've gone through because, man, we have to create an ambiance. We have to create an atmosphere. We have to make it normal to be able to talk about your issues. We have to make that normal to where as men, especially, we can sit down and have a heart-to-heart conversation about some real deep shit that we're dealing with. Why is it that we as men, we can't sit down and be transparent with our queens? Why is it that we as men, we can't sit down and be transparent with each other? Why do we feel like we got to be in this battle all by ourselves? Why is it we think, man, we got 8 billion people on the planet and I can't talk to nobody? It's 8 billion people and nobody's going to understand me. Nobody's going to get me. Nobody's going to be able to relate to my pain and understand the trauma and the bullshit I'm dealing with. Why is it that we think that, damn, I got to carry this fucking backpack. I got to carry this baggage all by myself? Why is it that we're so terrified of just looking each other eye to eye and saying, man, I love you. Bro, I love you. I'm not interested in you sexually. Man, none of that stuff. I love you because you're a human being. I love you because you're somebody's child. I love you because you belong to somebody's family. What's up with your Libra love? Because you belong to somebody's family, because you belong to somebody's child, you somebody's grandchild. Man, that's all I need to know. That, man, I love you. I don't care what you've gone through in the past. I don't care what struggles you're really dealing with. I'll sit down and chop it up with you. If you feel like you need to talk to somebody and you feel like you at that point of just boom or just taking it all out, you know what I mean? Ending your life, man, reach out to me. Man, my email, Elijah, E-L-I-J-A-H, last name Ammi, A-M-M-I, at gmail.com. If you need somebody to talk to, reach out to me. I don't care who you reach out to. Reach out to somebody. Connect with somebody. Let somebody know, man, I'm struggling with some shit. Man, I'm dealing with some shit that I don't know how to handle. I don't know how to process this. I don't know how to navigate through this dark cloud that I'm in. And if I don't get some help soon, man, I'm scared I'm going to take my life. I'm scared I'm going to end it all. I've been there. I've been suicidal before. I've tried to commit suicide. I've contemplated a lot in years past. So I know the loneliness. I know the pain that somebody has to be going through to be at that point of just saying, fuck it, I give up. I can't take no more. Nobody gets it. I'm doing all that I can, and it's not enough. I'm doing the best that I can just to get up every single day, and nobody appreciates it. Nobody's thankful. Man, I see you. I see the work you putting in. Man, I see the hard shit that you're going through. Man, I got your back. Man, I'm here for you. Man, I'm encouraging you. Man, it's going to get better. I promise you. Just keep pushing. I don't know how you got to push. Man, sometimes, the Bible talks about running this race called our life. Sometimes you can't run the race. And so often, those arrogant, narcissistic, judgmental, self-righteous individuals be standing on the sidelines laughing because you walking, laughing because you can't run as fast as you used to run. They laughing at you because you ain't got what you had. They don't see the struggles you going through, and so they looking down on you. How come you ain't married? How come you still raising your kids by yourself? How come you ain't got no job? How come you ain't got no career? How come you ain't got no college degree? How come you ain't got no money saved up? And they got all this stupid shit to say. As though having money, having a man, having a woman, having a house, all that stuff is the finality of life. Like that's the grand goal of all of us here. There's a whole lot of people with those things who've committed suicide. There's a whole lot of people with those things and they still ended their life. And the truth be told, there's a whole lot of people with all of those things and they're still struggling with making it through the day. Sometimes you're not going to be able to run the race. Sometimes you're going to have to walk. Sometimes you're going to have to crawl. Sometimes you're going to have to just lay down and just take a fucking nap. Just lay down and just take a fucking rest. I can't move no more. I can't run no more. I can't walk no more. I can't crawl no more. I can't scoot nowhere. I'm just fucking here. I'm here. I'm here. When I get some strength, man, I'll get back up again. When I get some strength, man, I'll start moving again. But right now, I'm doing the best I can do. Right now, I'm hanging on by a fucking thread. Don't say shit to me because I'm one step away from ending it all. Don't say shit to me because I'm one step away from just giving up. Family. There's so many people and I've made so many videos talking about this, especially this time of year. This time of year. It's the hardest time for so many people. It's supposed to be the happy time of the year. Everybody's jolly and all this other bullshit. And the reality, it ain't really like that in reality. That's not everybody's reality. Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas time frame, man, we got up the Christmas lights and all this other bullshit. Man, people are struggling. People are struggling. And we would be remiss to ignore that fact. We would be remiss and derelict of our responsibilities as compassionate and loving human beings to minimize the fact that people are struggling. People feel hopeless. People feel helpless. People feel unloved. And it don't take much to give somebody a helping hand. It don't take much to encourage somebody. It don't take much to empower somebody, to uplift somebody, to listen to somebody without judging them, without minimizing what they're dealing with. So often people start talking and we're looking for answers to respond to them. And so we ain't really listening to them. We're thinking about what we're going to say. We're thinking about, man, I got to get my thoughts together. This person, and they're just pouring out their heart, and they're just having a real heart-to-heart conversation, and they're just dumping their shit on you, and they're hurting and painful, and you're not even fucking listening. You're contemplating on what you're going to say next. You're so busy, you're so focused thinking about, man, nope, I'm rebuking that, I'm refuting that, nope, I don't agree with that, I don't agree with that, that's not true because da. And so you have these conversations going on in your own head while this person is crying out for help. This person is on the verge of committing suicide. This person on the verge of just losing their mind, and you can't even be attentive in the moment. You can't even be present in the moment for them at the time that they need somebody because you're so fixated on what you're going to say. It's a trip because you know what? You could look at people and not even know they're in pain. You could look at people and not even see the invisible wars. You could look at people and not even see the silent battles that they're having. The trip is, it's not our job to know everybody's battles. It's not our job to know everybody's wars. It's our job to be loving. It don't matter what the fuck they got going on. It's our job to be loving and compassionate towards each other. That's it. To be loving and compassionate towards each other. See, we want to sit there and we want you to tell me everything going on. No, if I just, man, God puts it on my heart to say something kind to you. God puts it on my heart, man, give you some money out of my pocket. God puts it in my heart, man, just to listen to you. Or to sit there and just start praying for you. Just to send you some positive energy. I could be sitting next to you and you not even know that I'm praying for you. I could be sitting next to you or be across from you on a train or on a bus or wherever and be sending you positive energy. And you not even know it was me. Unless you're in tuned energetically to my frequency. It don't cost you anything to say something kind to somebody. It don't cost you anything to just reach out your hand and just send them some energy. You don't even have to reach out your hand to send them energy. You could just think it. Just think it. It's a trip. How do you eat an elephant? So everybody knows that there's so much going on with suicide. Everybody knows there's so much going on with depression. Everybody knows there's so much going on with, man, just anxiety and fears. But the problem is, the great majority of, we know these problems exist. We don't know how to handle them. We don't know how to deal with them. And because we don't know how to handle them in a healthy manner, we try to push them up under the rug. We try to sweep it up under the rug. We try to ignore the problem because we don't have the answers to fix it. And so it's easier for us to get distracted and to focus on some other stuff. It's easy for us to be like, well, my life is good. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them. They shouldn't be so fucking lazy. They shouldn't be so da-da-da-da. They shouldn't be so fucking thirsty. They shouldn't be... And we got all this shit to say about other people, not even knowing their circumstances. not knowing their circumstances at all. You don't have to know their circumstances to send them energy. You don't have to know their circumstances to send them healing thoughts, to send them love, to say a prayer for them. So how do you eat an elephant? Can you eat a full-size elephant? We do it one bite at a time. One bite at a time. How are we going to change the world? How are we going to stop the world from being so toxic, so hateful, so racist, so judgmental, so homophobic, and all this other stupid shit, so angry? One bite at a time. One person at a time. See, but the reality, man, we got to fix us. We got to acknowledge the fact that, man, I'm fucked up sometimes. Man, I got some shit going on sometimes. Man, I got invisible wars. I got silent battles going on in my head. I'm at war with myself. Somebody earlier this week commented on one of my things and said, comments and said, man, that they were my enemy, or that I've made them an enemy. I have no enemies. I have no enemies. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere. You have to love you. The truth is, we're our own worst enemy. The truth is, we're at battle, we're at war with ourselves. When you're at peace with yourself, man, you can be at peace with anybody. But when you're at war with yourself, it's hard as hell to be at peace with everybody else when you're at war internally. Most of all we know is war. All we know is survival. Our root chakra is stuck. It's stuck. We haven't progressed up the ladder. We haven't grown up at all. We think we're so deep. We think we know so much. We think we're so woke, so enlightened, and we're stuck living in our root chakra. Ain't nothing about us spiritual. Ain't nothing about us enlightened. We're stuck in survival mode. That's the root chakra. Every day we're at war with ourselves. Every day I'm battling my own thoughts. Every day I'm battling myself. I'm stuck. I'm stuck in my root chakra. And you listen to so many people, man, they talk, man, my crown chakra, my third eye is open, and my crown chakra is on fleek, and they're stuck in survival. Your third eye can't be open, and you be stuck in your chakra, in your root chakra. That's the first ladder. That's the first pedestal on the platform of 7. There are many chakras in the body. But when we start talking about the chakras, we're talking about the 7 main chakras going up your spinal column and to the crown of your head. And the first one at the bottom is the root chakra. That's survival. That's survival. And most of us, we're at war. We're at war. And so it's easy for us to be at war with everybody else. It's easy for us Christians to be at war with the Muslims, Christians to be at war with the Hindus, the Republicans to be at war with the Democrats, blacks to be at war with the whites, and all this stupid shit. It's easy for us to be at war with other people because we're always at war with ourselves. Most people can't even catch that. Most people don't even understand that. Most people who are so homophobic, most people who struggle with sexual identities and all this, man, they're at war with themselves. They're at war with themselves. And we can't catch that. We don't understand that. We've become so toxic. All that we know how to do is survive. Is survive. And we're struggling surviving. We're struggling to survive. Many of us, most of us, we want to move beyond survival. We do. But we don't know how. And we won't open up and have a real heart-to-heart conversation with somebody else. Because somebody else is going to look at, man, I thought you was spiritual. Man, I thought you was deep. Man, I thought you was smarter than what you is. Man, I thought you was beyond. I didn't even know you were struggling with that. And when you look at the suicides, most people don't even know that the person was struggling emotionally that way. Most people, when after somebody commits, it's like, damn, I knew this person. Man, I chopped it up with this person all the time. Damn, I just had a conversation with them last week. We just chopped it up earlier this week. We just hung out this past weekend. And I didn't even know that they were struggling like this. Why? Because we've learned to mask the pain. We've learned to hide the pain. We've learned to hide who we are from other people. We don't want people knowing that we're struggling the way we are. And so we put on this fake ass smile and we put on our makeup and our mascara and our fake ass eyelashes and all this other bullshit because we want people to see us as, oh man, they're good to go. Look at them. They're so successful and they're so happy and we'll do. And then on the inside, you're dying and lonely and miserable. You got a good man, but you don't know how to fucking appreciate him. You got a good woman, but you don't know the value of her. You got a good job, but that don't even mean shit to you. You got a nice house, nice intricate or trinkets all around, but you don't even give a damn about that stuff. Because that stuff's not really important. That stuff don't really matter. What matters is you as a person. What matters is me as a person. We have to learn how to start communicating with each other. And not just the stupid, superficial bullshit. Man, what is Deion Sanders going to do in Colorado? Man, are they going to the Pac-12 championship? Are they going to go undefeated in Pac-12? And we talk about stupid shit that really don't matter in the grand scheme of life. How much money you accumulate really don't matter because rich people die every fucking day. Rich people get cancer too. Rich people commit suicide too. Rich people commit murder too. Rich people are popping anxiety pills too. So it ain't about how much money you get. It ain't about having a wife or a husband. Because Twitch had a wife and 3 kids. But that wasn't enough to keep him alive. That wasn't enough to keep him going. Had a great job, great career. But that wasn't enough to keep him here. When you really stop and think about it, it's like, damn. All these people of prominence. All these people with status. For those of us that don't have it, we're striving and we're getting depressed and we're so frustrated and so depressed and it's full of anger and anxiety and all this other because we don't have the status that these people have. We don't have the lifestyle that these people have. We don't have the money, the cars, the houses, the relationship that these people have. And so we're striving and going broke and losing our mind every day trying to attain those things because we think that's going to make me happy. We think that's going to fulfill me. If I get a good man by my side, man, that's going to make me fulfilled and that's going to give me da-da-da. If I get a good queen by my side, man, that's all I need and I could conquer anything and I can accomplish anything. If I just get some money, man, I could change my whole life. If I just get some money, man, I'm going to change my address, everything. My life is going to be great. But all these rich people have all of those things. And none of those things was enough to keep them going. All of those things didn't matter. It didn't matter in the grand scheme of life. This young man, Twitch, it didn't matter whether or not he had a queen or not. It didn't matter whether he had a good relationship or not. It didn't matter whether he had a good career or not. It didn't matter how much money he had. He was done. For whatever reason. And this is not to stand in judgment of anyone. But those material things and those superficial things that we fight for, that we're killing ourselves over trying to get, ain't enough to keep us going. That's not what's keeping us going. That's not what's really keeping us alive. The pain ran deeper than the ocean. It did, Libra love. How do we fix that? When are we as a society gonna get to the point of damn, enough is enough? How the fuck is it we could send a man to the fucking moon? We could send a man into outer space and pinpoint the day he's gonna land on the moon. And we could tell when he's gonna come back and where he's gonna land at. We can predict the fucking weather. But we can't help our own fucking mind. We can't calm our own fucking pain. We can't help ourselves out of the jungles of our own mind. I don't know where you all are at right now. On this platform. I'm sitting here on this platform and I'm talking into this phone. And it's been streamed wherever you're at. And you're catching it live, instantaneous, as it happens. We create so much technology. We're so intelligent when it comes to creating technology and other things. But we can't help each other. We can't send each other love. We can't help each other heal with the trauma and the drama and the pain that they're carrying. But I could get on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, and send a text instantly to however many people want to watch it. However many people want to see it. Some people have platforms in the hundreds of thousands. Some people have platforms with millions of followers. Everybody hanging on their every fucking word. But we can't send love into the world. We can't help each other heal. We can't help each other make it out of the fog of suicide. I like to believe that we haven't become that calloused. I like to believe that we haven't become that hateful. I like to believe that we haven't become that cold-blooded as a people. That we'll talk about this man for the next few days. And then there'll be business as usual. When somebody commits suicide, we talk, or somebody dies, we talk about them for a few days. We talk about what they meant to us. But then we go on with life. And we forget about them. We get to, it's as though they never even existed. It's as though their pain and their suffering never even existed. It's as though they lived their life in vain. Because nobody's really talking about them now. Because everybody's gone on with their own personal life. The guy from Amigos, Takeoff, the young man that got killed in Houston. So many people was talking about him and posted pictures about him. Why is it that when people of prominence die, we talk about them and we reverence them, and then we act like they never existed? Then we act like their life had no meaning to us. We act like their death didn't even faze us. Somebody just posted Takeoff was the humble one. That's what makes that life, that's what makes his death that much more tragic. Because he was the humble one. He was the meek one. He wasn't always in a bunch of drama and stupid stuff. He didn't have no kids and all that other stuff. But it's as though when people pass away, it's like we don't learn the lesson. We see their life, we see what they accumulate, and we get broken because they're gone. And then we just press on like they didn't even exist. And we never take the time to get in alignment with God and ask God, man, what was the lesson behind this person's death? Because we don't even see that there's a lesson. We say it was tragedy, it was crazy, and everybody in Houston that was involved need to be held in account and whoop-de-whoop, and we go on with life. And we go on being stuck in our root chakra in survival mode. And we never sit back and say, well, damn, this young man had accumulated, 28 years old, I believe it was, accumulated with $28 million estate. That's what he was worth, $26 to $28 million. But we never learned the lesson from his death. See, because it wasn't about how rich and famous he was. It wasn't about how great of an entertainer he was. Boom. That quick, life can be gone. That quick, you could be talking to somebody and the next day find out that they committed suicide. Find out the next day that they died tragically. What's the lesson? There's always a lesson. everybody that dies, everybody that commits suicide, there's a lesson behind their death. There's always a lesson. We never take the time to understand that there's a lesson. We never take the time. Man, God's sending us a message. God allowed this to happen because he's trying to get our attention. We see these people pass away. When we think about their families that's left behind, and how broken and how shook their family is, their friends are, and how their life will never be the same. But we never learned the lesson. And if the truth be told, many of us still struggle with the exact same thing. Many of us, we see the fact that, man, these people died. These people committed suicide. And look how it's messing up their family, their wife, their kids, their family members. When Robin Williams died, that was so tragic. I grew up as a kid watching Robin Williams on Mork and Mindy. I grew up as a kid watching Robin Williams making people laugh. For years, he made people laugh. He even did a movie. My favorite Robin Williams movie. My favorite Robin Williams movie, What Dreams May Come, with Cuban Gooding Jr. In this movie, his wife doesn't take the kids to the school. She has the nanny take them to the school. And they're killed in an accident. And it messes her up because she felt responsible. Man, had I taken them there, maybe because my motherly instincts would have kicked in and I would have swerved and I would have missed the truck or whatever the case, my kids would still be here had I driven them. And so her guilt, her shame is fucking her up. Stay with me, I'm going somewhere. And then she has a meltdown. And she calls Robin Williams up. And he's talking to her. And he's telling her, okay, I got you, babe, I got you. I'm gonna go get these pictures right here, these paintings that you drew, and I'm bringing them to you. I got you. You don't worry about it. I got you. I love you. And he remembers the last thing that he said to his wife was, I love you. And on the way to go help her, he's killed in a car accident. And this woman lost her kids in a car accident. And then she loses her husband, who was her rock, who was her everything. She lost her son, she lost her daughter, and now she lost her man, her king, her everything, all in car accidents. And she commits suicide. In the movie, Robin Williams, Cuban Gooding Jr. is like his guide, and he's taking them to different places, right? He's in paradise or whatever. But Robin Williams, I'm not good here. I'm going to my wife. I'm going to my woman. And Cuban Gooding tells him, man, she can't come here. And Robin's expecting her to come where he's at, and Cuban has to tell him, man, she can't come here. She's a suicide. Suicides go somewhere else. And Robin has a problem with that. Robin can't accept that because of his love for his wife. He goes to the pit of hell looking for his wife. He was in paradise and goes to the pit of hell looking for his wife, to be with his wife, because she committed suicide. He didn't give a damn where she was at. Man, I'm going where she's at. Wherever she's at, that's where I'm going to be. It is what it is. I'm here in paradise. Fuck paradise. Ooh, where's my boo at? Where's my queen at? Because that's where I'm going. I don't give a fuck about all the pretty flowers and colors here. I'm going down to the pit of hell. Wherever she's at, that's where I'm going to be. And that was my favorite Robin Williams movie. And it's a trip because there's so much going on in that movie about the suicide of his wife. Years later, to find out that Robin Williams took his own life. Now, something about that just hurt me. Something about that just fucked me up. Something about that just didn't sit right with me. It didn't sit, and it still don't sit right with me. And so I had to really go into a deep thought process. God, what does this mean? God, what is the lesson behind this? Because you got me watching this movie, and man, it resonates with me so much. There's something about this movie that's got me fucked up. What is it? Why do we have such a stigma on suicide? Why is that so taboo? We could talk about all the sections. We could talk about everybody getting ass jobs. We could talk about everybody getting these fake titties, fake lips, wearing fake eyelashes, fake hair, and all this other bullshit. We promote all that shit, but we can't talk about suicide. We can't talk about real depression. But we could talk about who everybody's sleeping with, who everybody having an affair with. We could talk about the stupid, superficial crap, but we can't talk about real life shit. Real heart-to-heart shit. And I got an issue. I got a real issue with those motherfuckers that want to just say, pray about it. I got a real heart-to-heart issue with those just take to Jesus, because there's a whole lot of motherfuckers in church with depression and contemplating suicide. There's a whole lot of motherfuckers carrying the Bible and the Quran and contemplating suicide. Why can't we talk about the pain? Why can't we talk about whatever it is that they're going through? We get so religious and so fanatical and so uppity about ourselves. Man, they just need to learn to deal with their drama. They just need to learn to deal with their pain and their suffering, and they shouldn't be so weak and they shouldn't be so soft. And we bullshit our way through stuff when we don't know the fucking answer for it. And if the truth be told, we do that because we're scared. We're scared. We're scared somebody's gonna see, damn, you got suicidal thoughts too. Damn, you've had suicidal thoughts. Damn, you've tried to commit suicide several times. And we always want to make those people out to be weak, out to be unstable. Loose cannons. How come we just can't say it is what it is? They're hurt. They're hurt. They're hurt. That's all it is. They're hurt. They're hurt. I know so many young ladies that have fell in love with a guy and got their heart shattered. And these young women wanted to take their lives. These young women contemplated taking the person's life that hurt them. So many young men have gotten their hearts shattered. And they were stuck laying in bed, just medicating themselves. Fucked up. They wanted to check out the game. And if the truth be told, you can see them now. You listen to them now. You would never thought that that person at one point in time in their life was that close to committing suicide. That person, if they open up and share with you who they are and what they've gone through, that person honestly tried to commit suicide several times because of the pain they were in. Nobody commits suicide because they're so fucking happy. Nobody commits suicide because they got millions of dollars and they're on top of the world and this is the best of their life. You don't commit suicide on the best day of your life. You don't commit suicide on the happiest day of your life. You commit suicide when you've been so broken, you can't get up again. And that the truth be told, so many of us, we've been so broken, so abused, so dogged out, so stepped on. It didn't seem like the sun would ever fucking come out again for us. It didn't seem like as though God would ever smile on us again. Some of us, we don't think that, man, I'll ever be happy again. I'll ever have a reason to laugh and smile. Because the pain is so fucking great. I've done everything I could to get rid of the fucking pain, and nothing I've done has got rid of the fucking pain. We self-medicate until we can't medicate ourselves anymore. We medicate with coffee, we medicate with religion, we medicate with the gym, we medicate with Facebook and Instagram and social media and all this other bullshit. Until we're done. Until we're done. You can't look at somebody and see and know that they're suicidal. You can't look at somebody and see that they're on the ledge, they're on their last leg. The next straw is gonna break their back. The next straw thrown upon them, the next time somebody pushed them down, the next time they get rejected, the next time they get their heart broke, the next time they get fired, they're snapping. And everybody gonna die or I'm gonna die. The pain is real. We have to stop dismissing it. We have to stop talking around it. And learn to tackle it head on, face to face, eyes to eyes, heart to heart. Why? Because we've been there. We know that pain. We know that pain. And so we have to stop being how can I say this? We have to stop just looking at people and just thinking, damn, you know what I mean? And just that's their life and just fuck them and do what they will. Man, we have to become a beacon of hope. We have to be a beacon of light. If you say you're a chosen one, then what the fuck are you doing with your life? How are you reflecting God in this dark world? How are you helping the brokenhearted in this dark world? You say you're a star seed. You say you're anointed, you're appointed, you're a child of God and all. How? What are you doing with your life to reflect that? It's a trip whenever we start having these real heart-to-heart conversations. You know what I mean? You always have these entities, you know what I mean, that come up and want to just make noise in the background and just do what they do. You know, but then that's not gonna stop us. That don't mean shit to me. That's what they're supposed to do. Distractions are supposed to happen. Stop getting distracted. Distractions are supposed to happen. It's not an issue because distractions are occurring and different things are coming up to fight against you. That's what the fuck it's supposed to do. Your job is to stay on point. Your job is to see the distraction for what it is and stay focused. Your job is to keep the eyes on the prize. Your job is that I see you for what you is. Peace, deuces. I'm not getting caught up in your bullshit. How can we help each other? And I'm making this video because again, my heart is heavy, family. Enough is enough. And it's not even about this young man Twitch. It's not about him at all. It's about all of us. All of us. Because he was so hurt. Y'all have no idea how that's going to impact the life of his kids. He has 3 kids. We have no idea how this is going to impact their life. We have no idea how this is going to impact his wife's life. We have no idea how this is going to impact the life of his mom and his dad and his family and those that knew him best. We have to grow up. Anytime anyone dies, it's our job. It's our responsibility to have our arms open. Here I am. I may not have much. I may not be much to you, but I'm here for you. I got you. I got you. You ain't got to carry this alone. You ain't got to walk this journey alone. I got you. Not because I want anything out of it. I just want to see you reach your full potential. I want to help you make it through this. Why? Because I know once you make it past this, man, you could turn around and help all those other people who have struggled with what you're struggling with right now. This don't have to be the end for you. It could be the end of the season and the beginning of a brand new season, a brand new experience, a brand new journey for you. In 2016, when I tried to commit suicide in China, I had no idea that I could be happy again. I had no idea that I would find the love of my life again. I had no idea that there was so much more to my life that I was supposed to do. I was done. I was done. I was tired of being hurt, tired of being broken, tired of my loved ones dying. I was done with fighting. I was done with all of the invisible wars that nobody knew I was struggling with, all the silent battles that nobody knew I had. I was done. And the truth is, so many of us, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. And so I get on these platforms and I talk about this stuff because I want you to understand, man, there's life after depression. There's life after suicidal thoughts. There's life after being broken. There's life after being abandoned and rejected. There's life after being fucked over. There's life after your family saying you ain't shit, you won't amount to shit, and their family dogging you out the most. There's life. There's not just life. There's peace. See, nobody wants to just keep living and being fucking miserable. Nobody wants to just keep living because you're not really living, you're just surviving. And nobody wants to live like that. We want to be happy. We want peace. We want joy. We want fulfillment. We're tired of being fucking frustrated. We're tired of being broken, lonely, and all this other bullshit. But we got to deal with our shit. We have to deal with our shit. And the trip is, for me, what helped me the most in my healing process, what helped me deal with my daddy murdering my mama when I was 2 years old, what helped me deal with being molested as a 6-year-old kid twice, what helped me deal with being rejected by crazy ass women that I fell in love with, what helped me deal with all that bullshit the most was helping other people deal with their bullshit. It is in the process of trying to help others, not even understanding that I was helping myself. Not even understanding I was liberating myself. See, so many of us, we think, man, I can't help people until I help me. I can't be a beacon of hope until I do this for me. And I got to do this, and I got to accomplish this, and I got to get all this stuff before I can turn around and help somebody else. No, the fuck you don't. No, you don't. You just got to have a willing mind to say, you know what, man, I'm going to take my experiences. I'm going to take my fucking pain, and I'm not going to lose another one. I'm going to take my pain and my hurt and my rejections and my abandonment and all the shit I've gone through, and I'm going to reach back to all those other people who've lost things too, all those other people who have gone through things too, all those other people who are broken and frustrated and wanting to die too, and I'm going to try to help them. I'm going to try to encourage them. I'm going to try to speak life into them. So many of us, we say, man, I can't speak life into people if I ain't got life in me. The truth is, you have life in you, you just don't know it. The truth is, you're more powerful than what you really think you are. See, the truth is, we look at our life and our circumstances and we think that's all we are. Man, I'm broke, I'm lonely, I ain't got no man, I ain't got no woman, I ain't got no career, I ain't got no job, I ain't got no income, I'm homeless, and what do we? And we think all this stupid shit. I was homeless for 3 months in California before I left California, and I was still speaking life into other people. I was still getting up every single day and going out of my way to help other people. Nobody knew I was homeless. Nobody knew I was living in my truck. Nobody knew I hit rock bottom again. And the trip is, when I hit rock bottom, I wasn't suicidal. I didn't go through a depression. And what God had to show me, Elijah, I brought you here. I'm showing you this. Why? Because I want to show you your growth and development. Elijah, every time you hit rock bottom in the past, you was like, fuck this shit, I'm gone. If I gotta go to hell, fucking send me, because my life is hellish already. I'm done. And every time I hit rock bottom in the past, I was ready to give up. I was done with humanity, done with God. I had no fucking hope. I had no ambition to help others because I was done. And so when I'm homeless and I'm getting up and going to work and I'm trying to help people and doing all this other stuff, nobody knew. Nobody knew. I'm going out to the river, washing up, getting ready for work. I'm going to the bathroom, at the gas station, at Starbucks, acting like I'm getting ready to buy something, to wash up real quick, changing my clothes. Nobody knew. I stayed the course. I kept plugging away. I didn't know how long I was going to be in that situation. I didn't understand why I was going through that situation. But I was there. I didn't see any hope out of it. I didn't see how I was going to get out of it. I didn't see any light at the end of the tunnel. I didn't see none of that. But I got up every day and I made up my mind. I'm going to help somebody today. I'm going to be a beacon of hope for somebody today. I'm going to try to speak life into somebody's life today. Man, ain't nobody speaking life into me. Ain't nobody encouraging me. Ain't nobody supporting me. Ain't nobody just there for me. And so I knew how that felt. And I didn't want anybody else to have to go through that pain of trying to navigate through this road, through this journey, all by themselves, like I was. And so if they watch the video, man, if they watched the video, I just wanted them to, man, know that there was hope. There was a way out. To keep going. Keep going. And so, family, man, again, if you need somebody to talk to, man, shoot me an email. ElijahAmmi@gmail.com. If you ain't got the money to pay the $1 per minute, man, just let me know. We just talk it for free. You know what I mean? I would much rather you live and keep living than you not reach out because you're ashamed because you can't pay. Or because you're embarrassed that you don't have the funds. I've been there. I've done that. And the trip is, when I was homeless, God brought back to my remembrance this young lady. And I'm going to bring this to an end. I was in the Air Force, and this was like 90, 96, 96, 97. And I had this young man named Mauricio that worked for me. Good guy, just a good-natured guy, sweet spirit. And I'm a single parent, my 2 kids. And I would go to his house. He was married, didn't have kids, and we would hang out and chop it up and watch his football games and Super Bowl and stuff. And, you know, his wife would play with the kids and stuff, and just great relationship. And one day he came in and he was just broke, just shook. And he showed me a picture of his sister. Well, before that, excuse me, he brought a picture of his sister. And man, she was drop dead gorgeous, family. One of the most beautiful women I'd ever laid eyes on. Just damn, she was just fine as wine. You know what I mean? Just being real. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at this picture and I'm like, fuck, this girl was bad as hell. You know what I mean? Just gorgeous as hell. And he gave me her number and he tells me to call her. And in my mind, I'm looking at her picture and I'm looking at my life situation. I'm looking at her picture. It's like, what the fuck? I'm a single parent of 2. I'm struggling financially. I ain't got shit to offer this girl. This girl way out of my fucking league. Way out of my league. This girl, she reminded me of Apollonia. She was just a lot younger. My age at the time, in early 20s, mid 20s. She looked like she was just 21, 22. But she reminded me of Apollonia, but she was bad. Better looking than Apollonia. And so I'm like, man, I can't talk to this girl. I don't even know what to say to this girl. I don't have anything to offer this girl. I don't want this girl to see how broke I am. I don't want this girl to see, man, this dude's struggling taking care of 2 kids. I couldn't afford to take the girl out to eat. Anywhere. McDonald's, Taco Bell, Burger Crack, Wendy's, none. I couldn't afford to take her nowhere. And so I didn't call her. Didn't call her. A couple weeks later, Mauricio comes in and he's shook. And I never seen him like that. And I run up to him, and we're in the office, and I put my arms around him, I'm hugging him, holding him. I was like, what's going on, man? What's up? What's up? What's going on? And somehow he let it out that his sister died. She had just committed suicide. And that fucked me up. It fucked me up. It's not a whole lot that make me tear up now. But that still affects me. There's not a whole lot that gets me like emotional in my feelings. But that does still. That was 1996. I'm trying to hold back my tears as I'm talking to you guys. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but that still fucks me up. That's the passion. That's where I got the passion for suicide at. Stay with me. Listening to this young lady, or listening to this young man, talking about his sister just killing herself. And I'm looking at her picture and I'm thinking, damn, he wanted me to talk to her. But when he said he wanted me to talk to her, I'm thinking he wanted me to talk to her because he knew I would be attracted to her and I would bring her to the States and possibly marry her and so she could get her green card, so she become an American citizen and all this other stuff. That's what I was thinking. Because of my fucking issues, because of my fucking baggage, because of my undealt with issues. He never told me he wanted me to hook up with his sister. He never told me he wanted me to bring his sister to the States. He never said anything about us getting married or hooking up or none of that shit. He said, man, I just want you to talk to her. But because of my issues, I took talking to her as marrying her. I took talking to her as bringing her to the States. And because of my issues financially and everything else, man, I can't compete with this girl. I ain't got shit to offer this girl. She ain't gonna want to talk to somebody like me. So I never even reached out to touch her. I never reached out to contact her. And now she's gone. And so now I'm broke. And I'm not talking about fighting. I'm broken in my spirit because I never even tried to talk to her. I never even reached out to her to see what was going on with her. And so, I'm in my truck and I'm crying. Excuse me, my red Honda Civic at the time. And I'm crying, God. And I'm broke. Because now I feel like I failed Mauricio. I failed all these people. I failed his entire family. Because his sister just committed suicide. And I didn't even have the balls to make a phone call to talk to her. And it fucked me up, family. It fucked me up. And I'm talking to God about it. And God, Elijah, he didn't want you to date his sister. He didn't want you marrying his sister. He thought that you could talk to her and encourage her and inspire her and to help her keep pushing, to keep living. That's what he wanted from you. But because of your fucking issues, because of your unresolved baggage and the shit you going through, man, you got to deal with your shit, Elijah. You had better deal with your fucking shit. And it was at that point, it's like, damn, not again. Not again. I'll never, ever be in this situation again. I'll never allow my fucking issues and insecurity and my pain and my trauma to stop me from talking to somebody else. I'll never allow my pain and my suffering and my brokenness to stop me from listening to somebody else. So family, you don't know who's going through what. You don't know the weight on somebody's shoulder. And sometimes, one of the things that I had to learn as a single parent and as a single father, and something that most guys don't seem to understand about women, is that sometimes women just want to talk. But guys, we think that when women are talking about their problem, they need us to fix the problem. They need us to come in as fucking Captain Save-A-Hole and make everything fucking right for them. And that's not necessarily true. Sometimes they just want to talk. They got some shit on their chest and they see you as their friend and they just want to just have a conversation with you. They want to just become transparent with you. They just want to have a heart-to-heart conversation because women are built like that, naturally. They talk with each other. They don't talk to us as guys for the most part like that. Because we as guys, we can't have that conversation with them for the most part. We can't have that emotional conversation with women. We can't really become transparent with women. We can't even become transparent with each other as dudes. That's why when you see a guy get his heart broke or whatever, he's going through a divorce, first thing his boys want to do, man, let's go to the club, let's go to the bar, let's go get drunk. Let's go to the strip club. Let's go do some stupid shit. Take your mind off of that. We ain't dealing with the fucking issue. We gonna find a distraction. We gonna go get you a hoe. If we gotta pay for her under the table, man, we gonna do what we gotta do. Get your mind off this bitch. We gonna get your mind off your wife that's fucking around with somebody else. We're gonna get your mind off your girlfriend that just stood you up at the altar. We're gonna do all this stupid shit to change the conversation. But we ain't gonna do shit to help you heal with it. We ain't gonna do shit to acknowledge the real pain. We just want to distract you from it. Women are built a little different normally. They're more emotional in the aspect that they want to be more transparent. And so you see women, they'll get on the phone and sit there on the phone for hours with their girlfriends just talking about shit and just exposing their pain and their suffering and what do it. And they're both sitting there crying and you know, and guys, we ain't got time for all that bullshit. You know what I mean? No. I don't want to hear you crying. I don't want to see you crying. I'm out. Deuces. I'll come back when you're done with all that. And that's why we can't even sit there as guys and women and watch those chick flicks for the most part, because guys aren't really capable of dealing with their emotions. They're not mature enough to deal with their emotions. And so we don't want to sit there and watch this chick flick because you might see a tear come down. You might see me get a little emotional. You might see me get a little shook on this. And I got to be strong and brave. I can't be watching this bitch shit. Let me go watch somebody get their fucking wig split. Let me go watch some murder and some stupid shit. You know, let me go watch sports and all this action and all this other shit. I can't sit there and watch this lovey-dovey shit with you. Because that's emotional and that pulls at our emotions. And so we have to grow up as men and as women, because there's so many women that have lost that connection. There's so many women that don't have anybody to talk to, that feel like, man, I don't trust bitches, and I'd rather hang out with dudes than these sorry ass fucking trampy ass fucking women, and whoop doo doo, and fuck these women, and I can't trust. And there's so many women that don't even trust other women. There's so many women that don't even have quote unquote girlfriends or girlfriends. Because they're more comfortable being around guys. And so how do we begin the healing process? How do we get to the point where as men and women, we could sit there and say, damn, babe, I'm fucked up. You're fucked up too? Damn, welcome to the club. Man, this is what got me fucked up. You know what I mean? Truth be told, what got me fucked up is, damn, I never really dealt with the fact that my daddy killed my mom. I never really dealt with the fact that I didn't have a mother figure in my life. And so I have an issue with women because I never had a mother being nurturing and loving and compassionate. So I don't know how to receive that love from a woman. My daddy was hard and rejected me, and so I'm always in the back of my mind trying to prove how tough I am, trying to prove that, daddy, am I good enough for you? Trying to be accepted by my daddy. So I got daddy issues too. And then I got molested on top of it, so I'm trying to prove that I'm not gay and I really like women. So I got all these fucking issues, and I don't know how to talk about it without you looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. I don't know how to talk about this without you thinking, damn, this motherfucker need to be locked up somewhere in a mental ward. This motherfucker need to be on some medication. The truth be told, we all got pain that we're carrying. The truth be told, we all got shit that we haven't really learned how to deal with yet and to heal yet. And so these people that get to the point of being suicidal, man, they've just gotten to the point, they've taken us so much. So much has happened that they haven't learned how to filter out, how to heal, how to release, how to let go. And so how do we help each other heal? How do we let each other know that it's safe? Because we've been opened up to our hearts to each other in the past, and you've dogged me out. You've taken what I've shared with you and you've used it against me. I've made my heart, I've become completely transparent in front of you, and you've used that shit and to fucking hurt me and to embarrass me and to shame me even more. You've used that to dog me out. So now I'm not trusting nobody. How do we get past all of that? How do we push all that to the side and learn how to trust each other? Learn how to communicate with each other. How do we do that as a family? How do we do that as a tribe? How do we do that as a community? How do we create a safe place where people can come and feel safe to share their vulnerabilities, to share their issues, and know that they're not going to be dogged out? How do we create that? My hope is that that's what this platform is. That's what this platform becomes. A sanctuary. Not religion. Not no fucking church. A sanctuary. a place where everybody can come and feel safe. Man, I don't give a damn if you like dudes, if you like women, if you like old people, if you like, I don't give a damn what you like. Nobody here is judging each other. You like Asians, cool. You like Africans, you like Hispanics, you like Latinos, you like what? Man, none of that shit matters or should matter to us. What man, none of that shit should matter. Your politics, your religion, none of that shit should matter. All that should matter to us is, do you want to heal? Are you willing to become a beacon of hope for others? Are you trying to find a way how to navigate through your darkness, through your pain and suffering? Because if you are, you're at the right place. You're at the right channel. We talk about real life shit, real heart-to-heart shit. Because in the end, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Is that we help each other heal. That we help each other get past our brokenness. That we help each other learn how to trust each other. Learn how to trust different ethnicities, different genders, different political beliefs, different religious beliefs, and all that other shit. I've had so many Caucasians, and especially women, that had been molested or raped by a black man. They knew it wasn't me. But when they first saw me, it was a trigger to their pain and their negative experiences. And they heard some of the shit that I was saying, and it fucked them up. Because their perception of black men had been tainted by these motherfuckers that did some stupid, scandalous, foul shit to them. And so on this platform, we're setting the record straight. On this platform, we're clearing out all of those fucking cobwebs and all those preconceived notions of what a black man is, of what a white woman is, of what a Latina is, of what a Latino guy is. There's so many fucking stereotypes out there. But on this platform, on this channel, we're clearing all that fucking bullshit out. On this platform, we understand that we've been broken. We understand we've been hurt. And we want to help people heal. We want to help people heal. And that's why we're here. That's our purpose in life. Again, if you need somebody to talk to, you got some shit that you can't process, you got some shit you're dealing with, and it's fucking you up. You stuck in the clouds, stuck in the cobwebs of some shit that you've gone through, and you don't know how to process. And you would like some help. I am a life coach. I am a mentor, and all that other stuff. Man, shoot me an email. For the rest of this month, it's free of charge for anybody. Free of charge. Not charging you a damn thing. If you want to make a donation, that's on you. I'm concerned about your growth and development. I'm concerned about your emotional state. I'm concerned about you reaching your full potential. I'm concerned that you might lose it and give up. Because you didn't think nobody gave a fuck about you. I don't want you thinking, man, that black guy ain't gonna help me because I'm white. He ain't gonna help me because I'm Asian. He ain't gonna want to help me because I'm Hispanic. He ain't gonna want to help me because I'm from another country or because I'm this. Man, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. None of that shit. Because when it's all done and over with, all that matters, are we helping each other grow? Are we helping each other heal? That's what our legacy is. That's what our legacy is going to be. It's not about, man, how many fucking subscribers we have. It's not about how big the platform is. It's about, man, are we helping people reach their full potential? Are we helping people out of their brokenness and out of their pain? Are we willing to go into, like Robin Williams in What Dreams Become? Are you willing to go to hell to bring people back? I'm one of those people. I'm willing to go to hell if that's what it takes to bring you back. To give you hope again. To inspire you if that's what it takes. To encourage you if that's what it takes. To uplift you and to walk with you and hold your hand through this fucking process. If that's what it takes, then so be it. And so be it. That's why we're here. That's why these platforms exist. Man, family, I thank you for being with me on this live. Thank you for your energy. I thank you for being a willing participant, wanting to be here. My hope and prayer is that, man, if we say we love people, that we show it. That people see our love without us even saying anything. That people are able to read our energy and say, damn, that's a real one. Damn, they mean that shit. Damn, there are people that really do care. Damn, there are black people, black guys, bald-headed guys, people with tattoos, people with crystals, all that other bullshit. There are people that really give a fuck about me as a being. It don't matter what I have to offer, how much or how little. They care that I'm a human being. Because I'm somebody's daughter. I'm somebody's son. You are somebody's daughter. You are somebody's son. You are somebody's grandchild. And you matter. You matter. Man, family. The silent battles. The invisible wars. We all have them. We all have them. We encourage each other. We strengthen each other. We empower each other. We uplift each other. We're accountable to each other. Because we're true and we're genuine about this. My beautiful Queen and I, we thank you for being here. We love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.